I'm Adam Ferry, I'm an occupational therapist and one of the directors of the OT service. One of the opportunities working in the private sector is that when recommending adaptations, we're not governed by the need to determine necessary and appropriate, which comes from the Housing and Regeneration Grants Act. Now, with that opportunity also comes quite a substantial challenge, because whereas within statutory services you're often provided with a list of suppliers who have been approved by an organisation, within the private sector actually we need to determine those things ourselves. Whenever I'm making a recommendation of bathing, or when I'm considering bathing as an opportunity for my client, Abacus are always the company I turn to for that support. The reason for that is not only are they there to support me in helping me make that robust recommendation, they've got a real expert understanding of the litigation process, and their sales and assessment processes are very much aligned to that. So I know I can go to Abacus with the clinical elements of my assessment and know that they're going to provide me with quite a robust plan for the recommendations to meet the need that I've assessed. As an occupational therapist working in the private sector, if I'm saying I'm recommending Abacus, then I need to be confident that the case manager is going to get what they need from the company as well. And I think that's actually where Abacus then come into their own. So it's about that collaboration between case manager, legal teams, to be able to not just provide a quote and specification, but to be able to see that through from start to finish. Abacus' ability to not just support with the sale, but actually to support with the robustness of the recommendation is incredibly important. I often use the information on the Abacus Academy for that as well. So because Abacus understand the legal process and they understand the type of clients that we see in the private sector, there's lots of up-to-date evidence base within the Abacus Academy to help me with my clients who've had a traumatic brain injury or a spinal cord injury, or who have cystic fibrosis or lots of other neurological conditions. Abacus understand that this isn't just about having a bath. It's about understanding that what people do in baths is meaningful to them. It isn't just about having a wash, it's about a parent playing with their child in the bath. It's about an adult who is able to work because they can reduce their pain or their stresses. They understand that, and that they understand that that's what occupational therapists do, and in doing so it maximises their long-term health and well-being. So in the Abacus Academy there's a vast array of information with a breadth of clinical knowledge, but for me working in the private sector and for case managers, there's information around traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, cystic fibrosis. There's information on moving and handling of people with significant postural needs. There is information about how bathing supports sleep for someone with a cognitive impairment, say for example, and the list could go on, but predominantly within the private sector we see cases with those kind of more significant brain injuries, spinal injuries, which lead to a whole range of other physical, psychological or cognitive conditions, most of which are covered within Abacus Academy in some shape or form, and just allow our recommendations to be even more robust. Abacus are there for us as clinicians and for case managers every step of the way. Obviously case managers don't necessarily see that assessment part of it, that's for the occupational therapists, but we can be confident that once we pass that recommendation on, they're also then going to be there to support the case manager. Ultimately, because we're all part of the same multidisciplinary team, working together, collaborating together to do what's best for the client who's in the middle of that. Abacus are there from start to finish because they understand that the person who needs the help and who needs the support is the customer, the client, in the middle of it.